Christy and Mike. Can they pin down the treasure? They just might. Tune in to find out Monday nights. K-Pro Cow Pow Wow. K-Pro Cow Pow Wow Wow. It's the K-Pro Cow Pow Wow.
Hey, everybody. I apologize for being late. We're about 30 minutes late for Beacon Star Thursday, except it's not Beacon Star Thursday. That's why I played the K-Pro Cow Pow Wow. That's why I just called this one Updates. It sounds like we got some updates, everybody. We got updates for the Treasure Hunting Amusement Park. We got updates for the Forest Fen Treasure Found. And I hope to have on a very special guest that can give us some updates. It's crazy the way things transpired tonight, and I'm not even going to go into what all this is. Okay, so it's Thursday night. It's October 14th. We know what the big buzz was last night. Hey, Copper Dan. What's up, Davio? Nomadic Madman, Adam, Foddy, Albert, Camus, Lisa Marie, Stuck in Chase Landia, JK Pioneer, Hooley, Hatchet Jack. All the usual suspects are here. We're gonna give it a little bit of time for people to get in here because there's some important information I hope to have tonight. Yeah, earlier I got a new phone in the mail. I got the new, was it S21 Ultra, the new Samsung? Look at that, huh? We're ready to do some videos, K-Pro. Look at that for the YouTube channel. And I just happened to go into AT&T on my way home, and they're like, oh, yeah, we'll switch it for you. And they switch the SIM cards, and they do all this. And I'm like, I'm good, right? And they're like, oh, no, you have to go home and sync it before it'll work. So I had no phone for the last hour. And it was like being naked. I mean, K-Pro's calling me. Other people are texting me. I didn't get any of it. I literally didn't get anything until this finally synced. The guy started it, and it did it in the car. But anyway, I was I was incommunicado for like an hour and a half. And then K-Pro finally got through to me, and she's like, what are you doing? You need to go live. And I'm like, I'm busy. I had to go grocery shopping. Okay, sorry, everybody. An invite has been sent to somebody, so whenever they want to come on the program, because we may just have some breaking news, everybody. I hope so. I hope so. Let's see here. We'll give people a minute to get in here. Okay, sorry guys. Doing all this on the fly. And here we go. I am very pleased to have Packer Jack on the show. Let's do it this way. Well, how you doing?
Mike.
Hey,
I'm doing great. How are you? Sounds like you had some travails today with your phone.
Yeah, it's just I didn't realize the guy kind of lied to me. I was like, when you switch this, it'll be good, right? He's like, oh, yeah. And then I realized, oh, I can't make a call. I can't do anything. Then I realized what time it was and realized I was going to be late. I couldn't even get on Facebook to post it to let people I would know I was going to be late. We already got a darn. I was ready to talk about Beacon Star. So Packer Jack, everybody, you know him. You love him. We all love his sense of humor. He's here to give us an update. So maybe, just in case there's anybody who doesn't know, maybe you could update everybody from the beginning, just in case they don't know what transpired yesterday.
Sure. Yeah. Monday I was at work, and I got a message on my phone from the entity that I'm not in great contact with, or that there's exchanges going on all the time. And I just, the message said the chest sale is imminent. And my assumption while I'm sitting in my office was, this group or person or whoever must have some inside information on what's going on with Jack and the chest or whatever. That's cool. And I just sent a message back saying closure is a good thing.
So let me break in and just ask a question real quick. When you say the entity, that's the Entity LLC out of Wyoming. Is that correct?
That's correct. And it's actually owned by Randy Pischel. And that's why this is Beacon Star Thursday.
Nice. Jack just rolls with it. But what the real question is, when you say entity, did you know this person, or was it an anonymous email or phone call or whatever it was? And that's why you said
I don't want to say if it's a person or a group, but it wasn't foreign to me, but it wasn't familial to me in any way. It was an out of the blue thing, totally unexpected.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah, it would have been more familial if you or K-Pro would have messaged me, since we've had contact off and on, over the last year, and you and I have worked on Tell Me Where with Copper Dan, and
Yeah, right.
I've had more contact with you than the entity.
But you are known in the community. You've been on a couple different people's shows, and so people know who you are. And I think you're a stand-up person and a legitimate person, maybe, to pass this info through. So thank you to Treasure Warriors. We got a Packer Jack beer fund going on. All right.
Thanks. So the response after I sent back a message that said closure is a good thing was meeting with attorney tomorrow. And so my brain completely went, wait a second here. This entity is telling me they are potentially purchasing the Forrest Penn treasure chest. And as you can imagine, this is Monday mid-afternoon at work, and my brain just starts going, whoa, what is going on?
Right.
So I actually messaged Christy and said, hey, have you heard anything going on big in the chase? And I think that's when you were with Ben and Ashley and Jens and Mike, you had said something like, yeah, we can't go live tonight, but maybe we'll go live tomorrow morning. And I was thinking maybe you were intimating that you guys knew what was going on. Because I'm like, I was like, why, of all the people, why would I get this information? And it's starting to make a little bit of sense because of all the things that everybody's been discussing, that maybe there's just looking for a vessel that's non-confrontational or hasn't been a point of contention in the chase. So
I would agree with that. Yeah,
I'll go with that. I don't know if that's the case or not. I have no information on that. So so then I was let it go. Didn't wasn't. I think another reason why this probably happened is because I'm not one of those people that wants to ask 1,000 questions. Hey, what's going on? Right. I got a bunch of stuff going on in my life with work and family and everything else, and working with Candy to give away this bracelet sometime eventually, hopefully, as we get around to it. So I got home from work on Tuesday. Again, I had messaged Christy saying, hey, have you heard anything? And she was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know?
Me and her have been with Ben and Ashley and Jens on the strip. Right. We were kind of doing our own thing. That's right.
And she was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I can't tell you. I said, I don't want to violate trust, and I don't want to put you in a position to violate my trust right now.
Because you don't know if this entity contacted other people or not. You don't know if you're the only one at this point, right? And
I mean, let's think about it. It would be weird if they hadn't, or, unless they're living on an island somewhere, Puerto Rico, that there wouldn't be other people that would know. At least that's the way I'm thinking. So, at the end of the day, yesterday, Tuesday, I said, hey, hope you had a great day. So that was my kind of like, I'm curious enough that I'd be an idiot not to ask, right?
What's going on? Yeah.
And got back the message that things went extremely well. And it's paperwork and negotiations type of, that's not a quote unquote of the message, but that's basically what happened. Yesterday came around, and it was starting to weigh on me pretty heavy. I've had such a great time learning about the chase over the last 2 years from you and Christy and other people in the community. And you guys have really welcomed me. Mike, you didn't know me from Adam. We were spending hours online working on a different hunt together. And so this has been a great release for me. And I'm really more so interested in this crazy popcorn eating story about how this chase really ended than anybody solving where the chest might have actually been. But it was weighing pretty heavily on me I always like the fact when people in the chase said, if I'm not violating someone's confidentiality, I think it's my obligation to get the information into the community.
And again, they originally reached out to you on Monday of this week. Is that right? Did I hear that right? Okay. Yeah. So a couple days go by and you're like, what do I do here? Yeah.
Right. So finally on Wednesday, and I didn't realize, I think Treasure Warriors were on for that show lasted like 7 hours yesterday. Went we into the morning, and I was on for a little while because I then sent a message and I said, I just wanted to ask if this information is being shared with me to be kept in strict confidence, or if names are not named if this information is to be disseminated. And basically the gist of it was, as long as names aren't named, the information can be shared.
Okay.
So then I said this, there were some things I did. I really wanted to make sure, even though, as I stated I put the post on Copper Dan's Facebook page, his group Facebook page, Copper Dan's Gold and More. Because there was so much that I wanted to get out that I wasn't sure if I went on someone's show, that I'd be able to elocute as well as I would if I just wrote it down one time, and obviously didn't spell check it the first time. And
everybody was like, "Is that a hint? Is there a code here? What's going on?"
Right. Yeah.
Randy researched it for 8 hours. He didn't come up with it.
I spelled my last name with E and a U instead of a U and an E. And so I did that. I think some people were like, "Why did you pick Copper Dan's?" Just, I'm on groups, and Dan and I are friends. And most of you know that Dan, I think one of the reasons, Mike, why I'm probably in this position is people know that Dan confided in me over a month before he let you and Christy know, or other people know, that he had met with Jack.
Right.
He was also, trying to get the thing framed and get it ready so that by the time he was ready to go on. But I think people, took a look at that and said, yeah, this guy, if he gives you his word that he's not going to release information, he's not going to release information. He's going to keep it confidential, just like you did with the source, even though you got screwed with that, Mike. Sorry about that. But
well, there's a whole story there. But yeah, I got you.
Right. So
you can keep a secret. Put it that way. Fair enough.
So then I released that, and I basically was saying, hey, I want to get it all out because I want to give you all the information that I have in this post. Please don't ask me to name names, because I will not. And there's not anything more I have here. Anything else is just going to be my opinion or conjecture, and I have no better expertise. I have less expertise than 99% of the people that have been in the chase longer than me and have invested more time in it. So it would really just be me, and I didn't want that to get, conflated with the actual factual information that I received, where someone would say, well, now he said this and he said this, and maybe that's coming from this entity. And I just thought, well, nobody wants to hear what I think. They just want the facts and want the information.
Right.
And so that was my thought. And so Ben was pretty persuasive, and he's just, he was basically saying, put your money where your mouth is and come on. And I didn't take that in a negative way. I just said, I'm a pretty confident soul, as you know, Mike. Nice guy, but no wallflower.
Right.
So,
right. You're gonna tell it like it is. Yeah.
Right. So, Mike, I'll go on for a short amount of time, but I really thought it was going to be a no comment. I can't say anything. Sorry, guys, type of thing. But I thought Ben and Ashley did a nice job, and I think they thought that one of the panelists was out of line. And I don't know. I roll with the punches. I wasn't offended. Yeah. I thought if I was going to get talked over or, shut off, that I would leave. But it wasn't anything that I thought was egregiously bad that anybody did on the show last night. I let Ben know that today. So the other thing that happened yesterday before that show was you and I had been exchanging messages, and you just said, hey, I'm going to be on tomorrow live. Do you want to come on? And I just said, no, I'm already a legend in my own mind, and I don't need to be on the show. And
you said if there's no new info,
I said if there's no new info, I'll send you an update. But no, and I'll let you know. I've got our all company meeting that I lead tomorrow at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So I'm kind of like today I was dragging, and I don't want to be dragging tomorrow morning. But so the bottom line was, I sent you a message mid-afternoon or closer to the end of the day, and I just said, hey, I promised to send you an update. Mm-hmm. I have not heard from the entity today. I have not sent a message to the entity today, and I don't plan to. Maybe it'll be breaking news for people to know that. And Mike, I was going to let you share that the name, the entity, was my creation. I wasn't asked to use that. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time. It's just like you saying the source.
Yeah.
So I did it as a way to be able to talk about an object that I could use they as a pronoun to not say an individual or a group or anything
He
like
or
that.
she or they. Yeah, yeah.
And then I realized after I woke up and read everything that it's taken on a life of its own. And I said, I'm going to have to get not the entity T-shirts for World Series of Fen that we can all wear.
Right.
And,
Right. And yes, you sent this to me earlier today saying, hey, just let everybody know I came up with the word entity. It isn't somebody that shared that with you. There was nobody.
I just wanted to give you something that was like a nugget that at least you could say, hey, I learned one more thing today, even though there hasn't been any information. Mm-hmm. So then it was 1:30 this last hour, and unsolicited, I got a message from the entity.
Okay.
It was very brief. And it said two things.
Okay, hang on. There it is.
The first thing it said is the chest is now in the state of Texas.
Interesting. Okay. Forest Fen's treasure chest is now in Texas. Okay.
And the second thing is that the negotiations are going well and are ongoing.
Oh, interesting. So it's not a done deal yet. They're ongoing negotiations.
Those were the two things. So my mind immediately went to Lanier School and Dr. Pepper and Lubbock and Temple. And I'm like, the chest is in the state where Forrest was born.
Yeah, that's
and I think, and I think there's a lot of people that will have a supposition now on the entity, and maybe we're getting closer to this all coming out within the next 24 hours. I don't know, but I wanted to keep my word to you that if I learned anything new, I'd come on and share it. That's the information that I got, and I don't have much more than that to share with you.
And to be clear, the entity shared this with you. It had to be in anticipation that you were going to share it with the community in some way. So I take that, and just my own personal opinion means they kind of want the info out. And maybe
there's no doubt. I would not have put that post up yesterday if I did not have 100% clarity that I said, I'm going to assume that you want total confidentiality on this, or it's a not named names, but information can be released. And it was the latter, not the former. And that's why I put that post up.
Gotcha.
So I'm pretty excited about it. It's cool. It's again, I really want to thank everybody and all the kind comments in the last 24 hours about my veracity. And I can tell you 100%, I'm telling you guys the truth. I don't know if I'm being trolled. I don't know if I'm being played. I've been around the block a few times and have as I shared, and I was grateful when K-Pro clarified, because she said, oh, he's talked to a second person for a confirmation. I said a second point of confirmation.
Right.
But I've used the limited tricks in my playbook to make sure that this was legit. And I was really appreciative when Christy posted today that she has had, I think she said 2 other searchers that have confirmed that what Packer Jack has said is accurate. And I was just like, wow, that's great. That's what I was hoping for on Monday. I was hoping that I didn't have to come on at all. And
right.
You guys would have been like, yeah, we're going live Tuesday morning because we know all this stuff. And Jens is going to tell us all about it. And I'm like, oh, great. Then I'm sitting there on Tuesday going, what? You guys don't know? What's going on?
That was just for Ben and Ashley to be on the show. That's all that was. Yeah, we did not know. So it does sound like the entity only contacted you.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. I hope someday to find out why. I feel a little bit blessed and I'm honored. And I hope the only thing I hope that everyone who's watching and the people in the community know is that I asked the question, could I get this information out if I didn't name names? And that was really important to me because I've learned so much from you, Mike, and Christy, and all the people in the chase, and about Yellowstone and Wyoming and Uncle John Yancey's hot baths, Mike. And
right. Coho Caliente. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Super chat from Copper Dan says, I still don't like the Packers, but Packer Jack is all right.
So that's it. And it seems, the only thing I'm like, really interesting that the chest would move to a different state.
Hey, yeah.
If the thing isn't really done, and the fact that first message on Monday was sale of the chest is imminent, is I think this may just be a little bit of crossing I's and dotting T's. That's my personal belief. We could find out that they were $6 million apart and it never really happened. I don't know, but
so there's so many questions, but I'm just going to put it out there because a lot of people are already posting. Yes, Justin Posey does have a home in Texas. Do we know is it Justin Posey? We do not know that. Packer Jack doesn't know. Nobody knows for sure. But when Jens showed his trailer the other night on the Treasure Warrior show, I mean, Justin Posey says in the camera, "I'd like to buy the treasure chest and I'd like to pay it forward." I'm paraphrasing, but he said something along those lines. And if it is Justin, I'll just be the first one to say thank you. I think it's an awesome idea and a real gift to the community and everybody else that's going to learn about this treasure hunt for the very first time, if that is in fact what's happening, that he has.
And let's be clear,
decided to rehide it. Yeah.
But let's be clear. I understand if I was one of the masses right now, which I've been this whole time. So this is just a flip of the table for me. But we often just name one name. And that's why I've been very clear to say that I can't confirm or deny whether this is a group or
very well could be a group.
One person, or give you any names. And that's my level of trust with the entity, which was my creation, not the entities.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I will just say this, I don't know if it matters, but for selling somebody who sold Forrest Fenn coins, Chaseopolis, and maps, Texas is the biggest concentration of searchers out of all the 50 states in the U.S. A lot of searchers live in Texas. So there could be several people. I just had another one pop in my head that possibly it could be that maybe has the resources to do it. But for whoever it is, if it's true, I think they'll come out with it in their own time, officially, an official announcement. But thanks for going through Packer Jack, just to let the community know that this is what's going on. It's not a done deal, but maybe there is a searcher out there that's trying to acquire the chest with the intention of rehiding it. And that alone will give a lot of searchers hope, I think. A lot of people had there's a big hole now with the Thrill of the Chase since it's been over in the year that it's been over. And maybe this fills that a little bit with hope. So we have no details, of course. The devil's in the details, right? It's great for somebody to say, I'm going to buy it and rehide it. But what does that really mean? I mean, we don't know. There's a lot of different ways to go about it.
There's a huge chance for it to just go really, really sour, right? If it's not done with integrity and dignity. And by the way, it could be like an election. You could have 60% of the people that love it and 40% of the people that hate it, no matter what you do. So it's a big risk for if this actually comes to fruition and this happens. I just wish the entity good luck if that's the case. And, I think that's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. But I do think the vast majority of this community that isn't the 7%ers are going to embrace a worthy group or individual that purchases the chest and does something to honor Forrest in a way that might be debatable, but isn't nefarious or cheap or aggrandizing or something that anything other than noble. And I think I have a great hope that if I'm not being trolled, I'm 100% confident that the entity would execute nobly.
And that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
But just think of the monumental task it is to accomplish this. To do it in a fair way to all the searchers, in a way that stays true to the spirit of Forrest Fenn's Thrill of the Chase, and just the logistics of making it happen. I mean, even though the info is coming out now, it could be a year maybe before this thing's in place. If there is another treasure hunt, I don't know. There's just so many questions that would have to be answered. But I feel confident that the person who does purchase the chest will come forward at the right time and kind of do a Q&A for the community. I'm sure they probably want to do a whole other thing for non-Forrest Fenn searchers, right? To get a whole new group of people involved. But for the community that's been around from the beginning or most of the beginning, there'll be a lot of questions that this person will have to answer, but I'm sure they will when the time is right.
Yeah, or not. It could be an elaborate ruse where they say they're going to rehide it, and then it ends up in some Sultan of Brunei's private closet.
It's possible. I mean, it's possible. This is not 100% confirmed, everybody. Right. It's breaking news because the Jack is giving us, but it's not 100% confirmed. So,
I wouldn't say Jack. I don't know if Jack's giving us the news.
Yeah,
but Packer Jack is.
There you go. There is a differentiation there, isn't there? But if a month goes by and we still haven't heard anything, And
then you'll know I was behind this. It was a complete elaborate ruse that I was trying to propagate on the community, break people's hearts and souls because I'm a careless, awful human being. That's
I thought for sure it'd be related to Copper Dan's new hunt, but I guess not. That's you get it.
I heard that's already. I heard it's already over. I heard it's already over.
The troll cash, get it, Copper Dan? You trolled the community with this info through Packer Jack that obviously you forced in some way to do this.
I was a little bit, I am somewhat sensitive to the people that are launching stuff. I know Dan's getting ready for his, I believe, on Monday.
Yes.
Candy launched something this week. She's always doing something. We're supposed to give. She's going to do drawing for this thing that's supposed to happen this week. So good luck to everybody who entered.
Nice.
But as much as this is kind of sucking the oxygen out of the room, I hope that it doesn't hurt people paying attention to what Copper Dan's trying to do and what Candy's trying to do and all these other hunts, Mike, in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park and Beacon Star. And, this is great to have some hope and some great information and progress that could lead to closure for a lot of people and the thrill of the chase. But I hope we can support our fellow hunters that are working really hard to try to come up with great hunts. And you've got Eleanor, and I don't know if that one's done or there's like second place or what's going on with hers right now.
Congratulations to Bobby. He did solve it, but there is a second place. It is now free to play, and there is a second place prize of some kind. Bobby actually put it in the chat. I'll find it because I am going to talk about these other treasure hunts as well later today because that's why I just named the video updates because I was like updates on the amusement park, updates on Forest Fen, updates from Packer Jack, all kinds of stuff. And that's what Thursdays are for. We used to be Beacon Star Thursdays. I think we're transitioning a little bit more to Treasure Hunt Amusement Park Thursdays, but that's okay. There's room for everybody.
Yeah, but you still got to get back to Sundials in Denver, Mike.
Eventually, I'm telling you. I got some video that people have sent. I'm just not sure how we read clue from each. I think that's the big milestone people have to figure out. Do you have the Beacon Star? Is that something you've been involved in?
No, this has been I was laughing with Bobby Dunbar because I won his course in the online poker tournament that we had. I came in 19th.
Gotcha.
And this has just been an incredibly, I'll use the word blessed because I hate when people say they're busy. Yeah. I don't like that word, but I've been incredibly blessed with my business recently where
that's awesome.
That's my treasure hunt right now. And it's great. And I love it, but it's, when I'm coming on to watch you and the shows that you guys do, it's really my outlet to relax because I'm, we're grinding in our day jobs. And so
right.
To take on another hunt right now just isn't the cards for me because I've got one going on every day that kind of has a guaranteed paycheck along with it. So, but I'm looking forward to getting back involved when things settle down again and really appreciative, Mike, for you giving me the opportunity to come on tonight. I'm very grateful to you and Christy for everything you do and for all the people that are in chat tonight, all the people that will watch this. Thanks for the kind words over the last 24 hours. And if I hear anything more, I'll keep you guys updated, but I think we're probably getting to a precipice where, this drip campaign is going to eventually break and there'll be an opportunity for people to hear what's going on, hopefully directly from the entity.
Yeah, let's hope so, for sure. So, Packer Jack, thank you for coming on. We really appreciate the updates.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thank you, Mike. Good luck with your phone, brother.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, and there it is, everybody. The breaking news. Forest Fen's treasure chest has been transferred. If this information is to be believed, again, it's not 100%. But I think maybe the majority of the community is going along the lines that it's true. Forest Fen's treasure chest. And that is that Forest Fen's treasure chest has been relocated from Santa Fe, New Mexico to Texas. We don't know where in Texas. I think I guess I can say some of the theories. There are some theories swirling around. Doesn't mean they're true. It's a theory, guys. There's opinions about all of this, right? And I'll give you some of my opinions, things that sound logical to me. But I have no inside info whatsoever. So don't think Ben and Ashley and Jens were here related to this. It's because they weren't. I heard about it on Copper Dan's Facebook page, just like everybody else. And I have no inside information whatsoever. No sources, no entities, and no anything else. I do have an LLC, but that's ours related to Chase Opley. So the theory, I think a theory that makes sense is that the treasure chest could have been relocated to Texas to get appraised, because how do you put a value on Forrest Fenn's treasure chest, right? And how do you get a value when somebody wants to sell it, Jack, the owner, and somebody wants to buy it, possibly a searcher? How do you meet in the middle and come to that value? Well, it's got to be appraised, right? Somebody's got to look through those items. Just the numismatic value of the 265 gold coins. Somebody's got to make that determination. Because remember, something, even Forrest Fenn's treasure chest, is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. So possibly it was moved to Texas to be appraised. And then hopefully when a number is agreed upon, Jack could agree with the appraisal or he might not agree with the appraisal. The buyer could agree with the appraisal or not. It's like buying a house, right? It has to be appraised. So maybe that's why. Now, why didn't they do the appraisal in Santa Fe? I don't know. Maybe logistically it just didn't work out. Let's see. Adam says, why wait till a year after it went for sale to be appraised? Well, how do we know it was for sale for a year? We know Jack's intention was to sell it, but I have no inside information of when it was for sale. Did it ever go up publicly for sale? I don't know. It seems to me there's a person that reached out to Jack and said, hey, I want to buy it and I want to rehide it. Can we work something out? And thank you to Jack for being open to that if, in fact, this happens. And if, in fact, that is what's going on. Bobby D says, Justin has the money, and he always said that he was going to try to buy it. I think he did, and maybe even the Nookers are all in on it. I have no idea, Bobby. I can't answer that because I don't know. All I know is me and K-Pro are not in on it. I can guarantee you that. But it's awesome. It's awesome news if true. But, again, the devil's in the details. So while I thank Justin right now for doing it, if that's what he's trying to accomplish, the devil's in the details. I would want to wait and see how he's going to present this. Now, a lot of people, yeah, and I hope it's Justin too. Justin's a good guy, and he's a searcher. He's one of the guys with more boots on the ground than 99% of all the community. So, yeah, I'm not going to say Justin deserves it because he didn't find it. But hey, if he has the money and he has this idea to do this, good for you. I'm glad. I hope you make it happen. Here we go. 3D Bronze. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Are you going to show Copper Dance teaser too? Yes, we will get to some rides in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, everybody. We have some new rides. But first, let's get past this Forrest Fenn treasure update first. No nookery. That's a good one. Davio. And I think it was Davio and some other people have said, well, if that's the case, you have to hide it in the same spot that Forrest Fenn had it. A lot of people are saying, oh, I can't believe it's going to be hidden in Texas. This does not mean it's going to be hidden in Texas. The person who buys the treasure chest from Jack can do whatever they want with it, right? Because they've bought it. They are now the rightful owner. You don't know if all the contents are going to be in it, if it's re-hidden. If I bought Forrest Fenn's treasure chest and I had this idea, I'm going to keep the autobiography. I want to read the autobiography. And guess what? That means you've got to break open the olive jar. I'm not going to rehide it without reading that autobiography. Whether the copy of it goes into, or the original goes back into the treasure chest, I don't know. But nobody said all the contents would be in it. You know what I mean? That's why I say the devil's in the details. And guess what? Maybe it's an empty chest. That's funny. But what if it was Forrest Fenn's bronze box filled with gold, or just filled with something else? That's still awesome. I mean, I have no problem with that either. But again, K-Pro says Justin's been talking for over a year about his plans in this regard. So it may be hidden in Puerto Rico. So, yeah, you bought it. You get to do whatever you want. But, there's a but, Davio. I don't think there is a but. I think you get to do whatever you want, in my opinion. And again, we're a large community. We all have different opinions. And I'm sure everybody's going to be giving them. But back to K-Pro's point is that Justin's been talking about this over a year. Maybe this won't take a year to actually put in place. Maybe he's had the idea, and as soon as the treasure chest was found, maybe he started to put it in place then. Maybe he knows the location. Maybe he already has the clues in whatever form that will be. This isn't going to be Forrest Fenn's poem, everybody, in my opinion. He's going to do something different. And I think, Davio, it was you who said, but that's not in the spirit of Forrest Fenn if you don't use his poem. It's in the spirit of the thrill of the chase, which is to do a treasure hunt, Kitty, to pay it forward. And that's awesome that somebody's paying it forward using Forrest Fenn's treasure chest, whatever that means. So all we can do is wait for the details. I'm sure there'll be something that we don't like or something that we don't agree with. But you know what? At least we're being given this opportunity. And I think that's an important thing. I agree, Mike. We could be live very soon. That's right. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome that this thing goes live January 1? What if it goes live December 25th, Christmas Day? And what does go live mean? Is there a book we have to buy, like Thrill of the Chase? Is there a website we have to read clues on? It's obviously going to be GPS to find it, in my opinion. But how is it going to be presented? Is there going to be a whole list of rules and conditions? Forrest Fenn's Thrill of the Chase didn't have that, but Forrest Fenn maybe didn't realize some of the legalities. But there's a lot of questions. Is it out there? Is it out there waiting to be found as it originally was, or is there a proxy item? Can you be anonymous? You have to come forward. Will the solution be put out? All the issues that we ran into when Jack acquired the chest, has this person thought those things through? And I'm sure they have. For somebody to spend this kind of money and have this idea, they had to have thought it through, right? So I'm very confident that it's going to be very well done and in the spirit of the Thrill of the Chase. And but devil's in the details, and we will see. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's so many things. Tell Me When was solved. 3D Bronze, Tell Me When, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, 3D Bronze. I got to admit that. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty cool way to put it, Albert. Arguably, the biggest ride in the amusement park is opening back up. And wouldn't that be something? The Thrill of the Chase ride, roller coaster, the big behemoth in the treasure hunting amusement park has been shut down for over a year now. Yeah, a year and a couple months, and it may just open back up. So pretty cool. Well, Davio, put it back in its spot. Yeah, I understand the want or the longing to have it put back in its original spot. But what if that original spot is 9 Mile Hole? I mean, what if it is DeLacy Creek? What if it is a popular search area and people were close? I mean, I don't know. Adam says impossible, too many no. I just don't know if that would work. Yeah. But we don't even know if it's going to be in the 4 search states. What if it's in California? What if it's in Michigan? What if we have no details? What if it's opened up to where it could be anywhere in the United States? How about anywhere in the world? We just don't know. We'll have to wait for all the info to come out. But there it is, everybody. There's the update from Packer Jack. Thank you, Packer Jack, for coming on. You didn't have to do that. I do appreciate it. Treasure chest is in Texas, and it looks like it might be there to be appraised. We don't know. It's not a done deal. Here's the other thing. It's not a done deal. Jack may be holding out for a certain amount of money, and I don't blame him for doing that. And this person maybe doesn't want to pay it. I don't know. Craig Carter says needs to be a new hunt, and the new owner can then monitor progress and manage it. Oh, I agree. To me, it's a brand new hunt. Keeping in the spirit of Forrest Fenn just means a treasure hunt, in my opinion. Just a treasure hunt. The new person can do it however they want. It's totally brand new. I think it should be totally brand new, but we'll see. All right. Adam says, I said this last night. It's all linked to a TV show. I'll say this. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but me and K-Pro have talked to Jared, who is one of these documentary type people. We talked to him like a year ago. And my idea then was when we talked to him, it was just an idea of, this would be a great documentary, a great show, as some have been out. And my idea then was, but put a treasure hunt in it. What a better way to pay it forward than in the whatever show you're making. At the end, people don't even realize it's a treasure hunt till the very end. And that's obviously not what's happening, that people don't realize it. But maybe that's just a cool idea. Anybody would have that idea. What better way to tell the Forrest Fenn story than to continue it with another treasure hunt? It just makes sense. Everybody in the world would watch it. It would make $1 billion, and I hope it happens. So, and not that I'm trying to say, oh, it was my idea. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I mentioned it back then when we talked to somebody. So, K-Pro says, except we are not puppets, it needs to be thoughtful. I'm not sure exactly what that means. You know what? It's a treasure hunt. You decide, if you want to look for it or not. Just like Packer Jack said, this is a lot of these treasure hunts are time sinks. You got to balance it with work and family, and then the treasure hunts and YouTube. You got to balance, and storage auctions. You got to balance all that. So some people got obsessed. Some people will get obsessed with this new treasure hunt. It's going to happen. But with the deaths, we don't want another death to happen. I'm sure the person who's buying it has thought of that, and it tries to make it a safer treasure hunt, maybe. I don't know. It's not up to me, and it's not up to you. It's up to the person who found the treasure chest. And if there is a group, like Packer Jack says, maybe it's a group of people. Maybe they've talked about all this and planned it out. But if you can imagine that conversation where it's like, we are actually going to acquire Forrest Fenn's treasure chest and we are going to rehide it. How do we do that? You don't want it over in a week, right? Yeah, I don't know. So K-Pro says, I know what you mean. You have your opinions. You are fantastic of positive. I just wait and see. You know, we can say the sky is falling, but I just wait and see. I am a little skeptic about private info and secret hints and such. I am more cautious. I've been through more. Well, maybe you have to dip your toe in it in this new treasure hunt too. I don't know. I understand what you're saying, K-Pro. I understand what the reservations could be with a new treasure hunt. I get it. Like Connected Jerks Nook Store says, nice name, preparing to be disappointed. And that's okay. That's your right to be prepared to be disappointed. I think it's awesome. I hope it happens. I definitely will be involved. Me and K-Pro definitely do shows on it. It's going to change from Forrest Fenn treasure found to Forrest Fenn's treasure hidden again or something. You know what I mean? We'll still talk about it Monday nights because we're going to be looking for it. Just like everybody out there who says, oh, I'd be disappointed, I'd be this. You know you're going to buy the book. Whatever it is, if it's a book, if it's a website. Is this a free treasure hunt? You have to buy a book. All those details, but you know you're going to be involved in some way. Even if it's just to complain. You're going to buy the book just to complain about it. And that's okay. You can do that. I'm sure the hunt is real. I think so too. I don't think somebody's trolling Packer Jack. If it's not Copper Dan, I don't think it's anybody else. Why would they? Like, well, you know, I say why would they, but we do know that there are some people out there that have done some crazy things, right, over the last couple of years that I definitely don't understand. So it's still a possibility. It is still on the table that this whole thing is made up. Jack could put it to rest. All Jack would have to do is come out and say, I am in negotiations with somebody, or yes, the treasure chest is in Texas. And don't give us any more details than that, but at least we would know that the information relayed to Packer Jack is true. Mark West, you got all that wine, so you could probably, I thought you said, I actually read it as I'm buying the chest. He said, I'm buying the t-shirt. World Series of Fenn is going to be very interesting, everybody. February 5th of this year, February 5th weekend, especially if this new treasure hunt is released by February. I mean, just think of 50 searchers in a room talking about the Forrest Fenn treasure found in Jack, and now there's a new treasure hunt. You can still find Forrest Fenn's treasure hunt. And what do we always say, K-Pro? Everybody's invited to the World Series of Fenn. I don't care what's happened in the past, guys. Everybody's invited. Just leave the drama at home. That's all. Okay, so there it is. I tried to troll Packer Jack, but it was not very fun. There it is. That's where we're at. Maybe we'll get some new info over the weekend. We'll see. Yeah, Steve says it's not 200 miles of west of Toledo. It's 2 minutes west of Toledo. So I think film crews and networks may need to be incorporated, but World Series of Fenn will be awesome. Do you mean film crews and networks for the treasure hunt or for the World Series of Fenn, or both? Yeah, World Series of Fenn, I think, just took on a whole new meaning, everybody. So get out here if you can. Is your hunt still going? What hunt is that, Beefaghetti? I'm not sure which one you mean. Which hunt? Let me know. You got it, Albert. And again, guys, me and K-Pro on the Cowlazars channel, we go live. We put out the info. As we have said since before the chest was found, whenever there are updates, we will go live. Hang on. All Jack's exes live in Texas. You mean the World Series of Posey? That's pretty good. That's pretty funny. So would you have to sign a release to participate? No, you would not. You got to, the poker tournament happens in a casino, right? And they don't allow filming there. I think it's very hard to get a release. World Series of Poker is a little bit different. But what I'm saying is if we were to do a suite of some kind and people were filming, then you maybe, in order to come to that suite, you would have to give approval. I don't know. We would have to discuss all that. Me and K-Pro would have to make up some. Beefaghetti. Okay, somebody's paying attention. But I don't know what you're talking about. But if there was something like that, yes, it would still be valid. Of course it would, because I would talk about it if anybody actually caught what was supposed to be happening here. So it's always valid. Now you got to figure out where frozen water halts, because the new hunt is going to be cold as ice. 2023, JK Pioneer says. Warriors, you will go home broke. We're talking about World Series of Fenn. I don't know. Get on that video poker machine. It seemed to work out for both of you. Ooh, there's a good question. Hatchet Jack says, but would Posey buy the chest without the solution? In my opinion, yes, because the chest is still Forest Fence treasure chest. Of course, we all want the solution, but if Jack is adamant, if Jack is like, I am not releasing the solution, period, then that's what it is. You're left with buying the treasure chest or not. And especially if you want to rehide it, and especially if you want to pay it forward and continue the thrill of the chase, then damn straight you would buy it, I think. Maybe a casino bought it. Great PR, right? I agree. Could you imagine remember Binions had the $1 million on display? Could you imagine Forest Fence treasure chest on display? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, maybe, Adam, maybe, especially if we are the channel to, go over this new treasure hunt and all that. And me and K-Pro will. It's what we do. But we don't ignore the other rides in the treasure hunting amusement park, everybody. So let's transition. Hashtag Caitlyn Jenner. Let's transition over to the treasure hunt amusement park. But first, I need to get a couple things. And while you wait, we got to hydrate. So let me grab a drink and I will be right back. But I'm just not going to let you guys look at an empty chair or this kitty cat right here. Kiki Wiki. Oh, Kiki Wiki. Sorry. Let me do this for you guys because it's been a while. Wow. Yeah, it has been a while. All right. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. And maybe this is just taking on a whole new meaning. Kitty, get. Keekers, no. Get.
It's open when it's light, it's open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forest Fen are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give them a try and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with K-Pro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook.
Okay. And maybe, just maybe, somebody in that little presentation will own the treasure chest someday. But maybe not. You don't know. You don't know these things. Adam says, are you actually going to talk about something other than the chase tonight? I am, because this is Beacon Star Thursdays. And diet, everybody. If you saw the storage auction video, you know that I'm currently on a diet. If you haven't seen the storage auction video, you should watch it, because it may just be the reason me and K-Pro get a divorce. Okay. I got to shout out to K-Pro. She puts up with a lot. And she definitely put up with a lot over the last couple days. So thank you, K-Pro. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't watched this, go give it a thumbs up. And yes, we are transitioning away from the thrill of the chase. So you can leave now if you're not interested. Go check out the storage auction video. See the cool stuff we bought, including an S&M Barbie. That's related to all this stuff. And I'm not even going to go there tonight. So the treasure hunting amusement park. We're already an hour in. I'm going to briefly go over things. I'm not going to do the treasure hunts justice. What I might do is maybe I'll go live over the weekend, okay? Monday night is going to be about Thrill the Chase. Copper Dance treasure hunt drops Monday. Candy's hunt is on right now. Chills and Thrills is currently going on. Bobby, congrats, there's a winner, but there's a second place. People can get it for free now. There's a $10,000 hunt in Utah. Somebody said there's a hunt in Oregon, but I haven't looked into it yet. Xavier Marks is coming out on the 27th in just 2 weeks. Hillary Gangas and groups and gang. So there's a lot happening in the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, everybody. Yeah, Mary loves the S&M Barbie. I wonder if I could actually. So if you were at a garage sale and you see the S&M Barbie on the table, would you be like, how much for this? I wonder. It's funny. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to go watch the video because there is an S&M Barbie that somebody created, and it's kind of disturbing in a way. But it is funny because they actually put hair on it, everybody. Okay. Is it 20K dark? Again, I was supposed to research all this, and I got hung up today. I got a new phone I have to charge, put it on Wi-Fi, and do a million updates. And I really want – maybe I will go live with it this weekend because I want to check out that new camera. Why are there 6 holes? I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, we had a naughty box. We had all kinds of stuff. And so the Utah hunt is 20,000. I stand corrected. Thanks, Hillary. And thanks, Dark. 20 grand is up for grab in Utah. But what I understand is there's QR codes, and you have to go from place to place to like scan the QR code to get the next clue. So they kind of lead you on a journey, which is fine. It's just different, but it's fine. If I was in Utah, I would be working on it for sure. But I am going to be working on Chasing Indy's hunt, Houses Asunder. I'm going to buy that. I haven't yet, but I'm going to. Copper Dan's treasure hunt drops Monday. I'm going to go live over the weekend. We're going to give all the info, guys. I don't want to do it now. I got too much happening around here. I haven't even had dinner yet. No, not important. I didn't say scratch and sniff S&M Barbie, but it's a good idea in a way. At least you didn't say scratch and muff. Okay. Bobby says everyone should at least try Trills and Thrills. It's great. I just won the overall. There's still a prize for the first. So, Bobby, you know the one I'm stuck on. Send me the answer. Somebody send me the answer, and maybe I'll go back to it. I think it was puzzle 8. There's 100 of these. I get stuck on 8. I'm a real great code breaker, Charlie. There's Chasing Indy's hunt right there. And I was going to play the trailers and Copper Dams, but I don't think I'm going to, guys. Let me go live over the weekend, probably Sunday. And for this one, I will actually set the link up so you guys know when it's going to happen. We got a little discombobulated tonight, right? But that's good. We had good info. I don't know, Bobby. The one I talked to you about in the last email, the one with the 2 elements, sometimes 3. You know, her things were kind of easy, and then it hits a boom. What is this? This is different. But anyway, cow code. I like it. I think if I did a treasure hunt, I'd call it cow code. I will only buy into Copper Dan's hunt. Real treasure is the prize. Yeah, that gold coin. I want to research and find out how much that sucker's worth. It's a $50 gold piece, I think. So we have a gold piece in the Beacon Star. We have a gold piece in Copper Dan's troll treasure hunt. Hillary Gangas is for 10 grand. Chasing Indy's Houses Asunder is a Eric Sloan painting. They say is worth around 5 grand or more. Dan, I'm not. All right. I guess I can do that. I was about to say I'm not prepared. No, you texted them to me, right? You text them to me, and I can't. I actually can't access my phone right now. So over the weekend, there'll be some updates for the treasure hunt park. One of them is that Dan sent me some close-up pictures of the coins as a prize in his treasure hunt. But what I was saying is Chasing Indy's Eric Sloan painting, over $5,000 value. I mean, the treasure hunt amusement park is booming, and it's going to continue to boom because, yeah, sorry, Dan, it's just the way things worked out tonight. But when I'm more prepared, I will do it over the weekend. And now the possibility remains that Forest Fence treasure may be out there once again for us all to find. That's true, Christy. That's true. I agree. Pre-33 gold. No, the gold coin is a new one. It's like 2021 or 2020. Copper Dan's, I should say. Randy's, I'm not sure. And where is Randy? I haven't seen Randy in a while. It's actually a really nice painting. Would look rather nice on my wall. I get it, Adam. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up. We did an hour. I know we're the other treasure hunt amusement rides got pushed to the side. I know they did, but that's how things work in the breaking news of Forest Fen treasure found. Thank you to Packer Jack for coming on. Again, go in the chat. I just put a link to our storage auction video. Go thumbs it up. Go put in the comments what you think. Did I go overboard? Was I in the wrong? Yeah, I know I was. Thank you, K-Pro. I love you for putting up with me. Everybody, shut your mouth. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up this video. Thanks to Packer Jack for giving us updates. Forest Fence Treasure Chest is in Texas. So here's the thought. I'll give you with a parting thought. Who took Forrest Fenn's treasure chest from Santa Fe down to Texas? Was it in an armored car? Was it in somebody's trunk? I mean, think about it. Was it a lawyer? Did they have to hire a security firm to transport it? How do you transport $1 million treasure chest to another state? And I don't know what the drive time is from Santa Fe to Texas. Texas is a big state, right? It could have been a 15 to 20-hour car ride. Was it put on a plane? I mean, there's so many. Was it a private plane? There's so many questions, right? But anyway, that just occurred to me. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to go beat some kids real quick with that belt. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't update the new phone. Can't work tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, no, I have to update it so I can work tomorrow. That's right. Yeah, you got it, Nomadic. Thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to thumbs up the video, everybody. Thanks for the super chats. Oh, you know, before I go, the Treasure Warriors kind of have a soundboard right now. So I thought maybe I'd get some new drops. Let's try this one for all the super chats tonight.
But they're engaged. Doesn't matter. It can't happen. Why not? It's bound to come up. It's impossible. Lois could never have Superman's baby. Do you think her fallopian tubes can handle his sperm? I guarantee he blows a load like a shotgun right through her back. What about her womb? Do you think it's strong enough to carry his child? Sure, why not? He's an alien, for Christ's sake. His Kryptonian biological makeup is enhanced by Earth's yellow sun. Lois gets a tan, the kid could kick right through her stomach. Only someone like Wonder Woman has a strong enough uterus to carry his kid. The only way he could bang regular chicks is with a kryptonite condom. That would kill him.
Hashtag kryptonite condom, everybody. Thanks, guys. I'll see you over the weekend. Be good to one another.